ability to date and be with multiple women is more attractive to women than it is from women towards men. Does that make sense? Like one of the discussions you had about virginity. Virginity, there's a study done by Dr. David Buss in 1989 with 37 different cultures, where virginity is much more cherished from women than it is from men. And for men, it is almost not cherished at all. In fact, in most cultures, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this, but in most cultures, when men are virgins past the age of like 25, it is looked very oddly by most women, right? And so because of that,
it's true.
When the studies that you talked about,
This is a virgin.
yeah,
So
but the issue is when you have that situation, and then the studies, when we'll bring up I don't know if Donnie wants to bring up the chart, the one that you've referred to several times, where people definitely are happiest when they're virgins and they get married. But what happens over time is that you're going to see that for men, it actually levels out. And once they get above 10 partners, it goes up. Because for men, it even says it in the study, for women, it definitely has an effect on their ability to maintain a long-term partnership, but it does not have the same effect for men. So when you were talking before about we should stay virgins before we get married, that from not from a religious standpoint, not from a moral standpoint, from a psychological standpoint, has an effect on women, and it does not seem to have anywhere near the same effect on men.
I don't know what you're referencing there specifically, but I will say this. If we agree that is optimal for people to have the least amount of partners going into a marriage, which most people want to get married.
From a psychological standpoint, the science would say for women, but not necessarily for men.
So if men are encouraged to save the girl that's going to have sex with you for Saturday, and the girl that's not going to have sex with you, date her on Tuesday. This is directly off of the rationale. Let me finish my point.
Yeah. It's always
aren't we? It's not out of context. He literally says that in the book. Okay, he says that specifically in the book.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
And you're saying it's good for women to be virgins, right?
I don't know. I don't know necessarily that it's virgin.
Right?
So this, if we can pull it, if you want to pull up the chart,
Sure.
Is that the one you referred to? We got the light in the way.
So,
can you see that? Can you see that?
He's trying to put it up on the screen so everybody can see.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
my point is, men being encouraged to not increase their body counts. I'm not saying implicitly encouraged, indirectly encouraged, with quotes like that.
I think it's encouraged for them to date.
Yeah, date. I don't have a problem with men dating.
Yes.
Go date.
Spin plates. That's the
spinning
encouragement.
plates in that specific sentence is not out of context. That's what he says.
That's what they say.
We are then racking women's body counts up because men are deemed more attractive, which is doing more harm to ultimately women who will get married and not be sexually satisfied in a marriage.
Net negative to society.
What do you think? Go ahead.
Spinning plates is not sleeping with them. It's just dating non-exclusively.
Which I have no problem with.
That's all it is.
But that's not what the book says.
I'm just telling you right now.
Okay, I'm telling you what the book says. He's prioritizing women who sleep with you to weekends.
Okay, so if a girl sleeps with him, she decided to do that, right?
Sure.
Okay, so if a girl's not sleeping with him, she decided to do that, right?
Sure. Absolutely.
Whose decision was it? Hers or his?
Both of their decisions.
You're saying that racking up.
We're not saying it's forced.
No. I know that. You're saying that women's body count is going up. They're running through women. Whose decision is it to sleep with the guys?
It's a mutual decision.
At the end of the day, whose decision is it?
She's intimating that it's the woman's decision.
It's the woman.